Today's plan, Tuesday the 19th. This is pretty much the only way I'm keeping track of what day it actually is number-wise because they've all started blurring together. I'm gonna try and finish this volume of Food Wars. I've got another volume of the Doctor Who Time Lord fairy tales that I want to read. Twitter sprints tonight, which I'm looking forward to that. I always like doing the Twitter sprints. Other than that, I've got a lot of working and fun stuff to do. I can't say there's really a whole lot beyond that. I do have to edit the pictures from the photo shoot yesterday and get those sent off. So I have a little bit of editing there, but not much. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a normal Tuesday. It's really not gonna be anything too terribly exciting, but welcome to the journey. Don't mind the noise in the background. We're just feeding the animals. I just wanted to get on real quick right before I start doing the Twitter sprints, because I did finish a few reads during work, during my breaks. And the first one, of course, was one volume of the Doctor Who Time Lord fairy tales, The Three Brothers Gruff. This, of course, plays on the Three Billy Goats Gruff. It was cute. Once again, not overly excited about it, but it exists and I read it. I don't have much more to say on this one. However, I do have a lot to say on this one. I finished the first volume of Food Wars. I really like the storyline and where all of this can go. You have Soma, who is trying to prove himself better than his father, because what boy doesn't want to grow up to be just as good as his father? And so he's left to try out for a school that doesn't necessarily want to take him because of his low-class food breeding, but somehow he still ends up at the school, and the food that is in this just sounds delicious, and I'm very glad that they are including recipes inside of here. I'm hoping that continues with the rest of the volumes. I always love when they put recipes in mangas. I always want to try them out. However, I'm not a huge fan of the fan servicing that goes on with the foodgasms. That's not necessarily catered to me. I understand that, but because I do enjoy kind of where the story is going, I kind of gloss over those most of the time. I see it starting to happen, registers in my brain, and I just carry on with my life. I am going to read the next two volumes. I have high hopes for them. We'll see where this storyline goes. It's a fun, quick read. It's very much over the top, but I feel like there's potential for a lot of character development and deeper plot within this, especially with all of the food and his dad and just some of the characters, how they're dealing with just being who they are, from what I can tell in this first volume. So we'll see where this goes. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna set up my computer so that I can get ready for the Twitter sprints. I'm gonna have my husband figure out what we're gonna eat for dinner, and life is gonna be good. I don't know why this brings me so much joy, but they brought a microwave. I don't know why, but they did. So this is my reading book for the evening, and that's my reading buddy, who's licking himself. Albus. Albie Bear. He's too interested in his own self right now. And then that poor babe is shunning. He's sunning, but shunning. I love you. My view is of cat butts right now. Seriously, dog. Do you taste that good? Reading sprints are over. I think it went fairly well. I tried to tie in the whole reading the rainbow theme into the challenges for the reading sprint. I only got one volume read, mainly because I was stuffing my face with pizza because I was hungry and I didn't want to get food on the book, even though it would probably be very appropriate, seeing as what this is about. So this second volume, I am enjoying the storyline because you get more into the school and the things that go on in the school. And of course, there are a ton more recipes in this book, some of which I'm thinking about trying at some point. I don't know. I'll keep them marked just in case I want to. But overall, I am enjoying this series so far. I might start, let's see if I can pick it up. Volume 3. I don't know how far I'm going to get into this, but I'm also going to spend some time just chilling and turning my brain to mush and relaxing. So we'll see how much more reading I actually get done today. I'll probably start this one but not finish it. But that means I can finish this tomorrow and then make my decision on if I want to continue on in the series or not. So wrap up of the reading day. I ended up reading 3 different volumes of manga and the Time Lord fairy tales. Of course, only one Time Lord fairy tale, which I've already told you all about, so I'm not going to do it again. And then I have the 2 volumes of Food Wars. I have recipes marked in here because I want to try them. Overall, it wasn't a bad reading day, especially since it was a work day and I had a set finite amount of time that I could actually read. At the end there, after the reading sprints, I ended up deciding that I was going to do some organization of my art supplies. I was going to film it, but then I realized I needed my phone to catalog things. But I am starting to think that maybe I need to figure out a better storage for my Copic inks. Don't know how I'm going to handle that yet. But once the basement is finished, maybe some of that'll all come together. So overall for today, I read what each of these are about 200 pages. We'll just call these 200 pages each. So 430 some pages, 40 pages, something like that. Like I said, I think it went fairly well. And if I can keep this kind of momentum for the rest of the week, that means I can get at least 2 volumes of manga read a day plus the Time Lord fairy tale for that day. And then of course, Saturday and Sunday just go hog wild on reading the manga. And maybe I'll start to dwindle down some of my to be read on my shelves back there. Maybe, but that's another day down.